Alrighty then. Got everything running and let's do this here. Today we're playing Bound by Flame. Game that I've been meaning to get back to and play for some time now. Just kept forgetting to do it. As you can see here, it was July of 2016 the last time I played it. So yeah, we're not gonna play that game though. We're gonna start a new game because I don't remember anything about this game. I thought we'll go with that. Name here. That looks fine. Let's do this. I go with Hawk.
I doubt I shall ever forget the strange series of events that led to my meeting young Vulcan.
Well,
the peoples of the world have been fearfully whispering about the Ice Lords for the past 10 years. Though, of course, they had been present long before then.
You're saying the White Walkers are coming?
The Dead Walker army, an endless horde of undead creatures
Dead
under
Walker
the Ice Lord's command, swept down from the mountains in the north, annihilating all resistance on the continent. Each battle only served to swell their ranks with the defeated dead, and the bloodless world seemed ready to sink into an endless ice age where there would be no place for the living. There were a few who still tried to stand against the invaders. The elves, who had hitherto remained neutral, and the red scribes, a small group of scholars who believed their knowledge might be able to tip the scales. The scribes had recently engaged the services of a group of mercenaries known as the Freeborn Blades, a renowned company who would become even more so after these events. The Blades were to protect them while they performed a ritual which was intended to change the course of the war.
So, in other words, there's a Game of Thrones going on with the Ice Lords. And their undead army. Alright. Still though, I'm digging this music.
Great scouts. You could smell them from 50 yards away.
Could you though?
Here we go. And the captain wanted me to stay and set up camp. I didn't join the Freeborn Blades to stack pots and dig latrines.
Didn't you though? Oh no, he used his shield to block me. What are the odds?
But he knows that. He knows his line. And he knows his powder master just hates hanging around.
The powder master, huh?
Setting up camp. Now that's what I call being useful. I honestly believe we'd stay out of this damn war till the end. Well, looks like the end just showed up.
I mean, I guess.
The Ice Lords have really done it this time. All of Vertiel is on the brink. Nothing is going to stop the Dead Walkers. Soon there won't be a town left to fall back to. Or even a tavern where you can spend your
I think it's re-dead.
There's no one left to turn back this filthy, stinking tide. Even if it were possible.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Let's hope our beloved employers can deliver on their promises. Their famous ritual thing doesn't pan out. We're gonna be left standing here with our asses in our hands.
I don't know about that.
Bunch of chatty priests playing sorcerer's apprentice against 7 immortal mages. Sounds great.
I mean...
Anyhow, you have have to fight fire with fire. So they say.
Well.
Damn it. They're already here. I better warn the others. Fast.
All right. There we go. All is good. You found ingredients that will come in handy upgrading your pieces of equipment and making consumable items. You know it. Aha!
Hey, enjoy your stroll. Get over here and tell me about it.
Sure. I was walking around. I found some, like, ore and some leather, and oh yeah, there was a skeleton running around. We should probably do something about that skeleton.
By the looks of you, I'm guessing it wasn't just a quiet stroll.
No, there was a skeleton, like I said.
What did you see?
The Deadwalkers are already close. I got one of their scouts.
Gods damn it, Vulcan. I've told you 100 times. Recon means observing and reporting, not charging in and fighting without thinking.
I didn't want to alert all of the others before we were ready for them.
But what if they'd have killed you? Then you wouldn't have been able to alert us before they were ready to attack us. Think for a second. God's blood.
I mean...
We have to get ready.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that you've finally got your arse back over here, you can prepare some traps. Get Peeler to help you place them around the temple. That'll give us some time, and we'll hear them coming.
Yes, sir, Captain.
And if you have questions, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I got questions. Who are you again?
The way you're standing there looking like a kid waiting for sweeties tells me you have a question. Oh, come on then.
You just said if I had questions, I should talk to you. Anything else we can do?
Anything else I can do? Apart from waiting for the hobblers to come knocking on the temple doors?
You could go and search the area. Nobody's coming back to collect what they left here. Or you could go and check inside. See if our adorable employers need a hand. Or a neck rub.
I mean, I'd go for one of those, but, different story. Temple won't hold up against the siege, will it?
This isn't the best place to get trapped by the Deadwalkers. Do we have an escape plan?
If you imagine...
Yeah, it's called run away really, really
all
fast.
the way up to this mountaintop without first planning an escape route, lassie, you've a long way to go to being a captain. It's true that early, but the plan stays the same. We have to hold this position until the dozy bastards are done with their chanting. What comes after that is my concern until I tell you.
Alright.
I was only asking, sir. I guess we could just hold our noses and chop our way out right through them.
Don't count on it. If the Deadwalkers are already here, it means Bastion has fallen. It's just a way to the west, and that means we get stuffed by a whole siege battalion.
Oh,
There'll be haulers, specters, spewers, maybe even a juggernaut if the gods have decided to stick it all the way in. The gods, or the Ice Lords.
Uh-huh.
So, do juggernauts really exist? I've never seen one.
Well, I have, and I'd rather not have to see another. I worked
I think I'm gonna see one of those, like,
for a
right
couple
away.
years. A huge fortress with walls as high as 10 men. Those things tore the place down with their bare hands. There were 2 of them, maybe 3. The fortress fell in a single night.
What do I think about the end of this game? I'm gonna be like killing those things by the hundreds.
There's something creepy about our employers.
I shouldn't have to remind you of the Freeborn Blades Code. You don't ask questions about a paying customer. And of course they're strange. It doesn't take a genius to figure out they're more than just wise men seeking knowledge. But so far, the only thing that's bothering me is
was their insistence on performing the ritual in this god's forsaken temple.
I guess this is the only
not all
place they
bad.
could do it.
Throw pillows.
Maybe they just don't want to die without company. The whole thing stinks of mass suicide to me.
Ah, give it a rest, lad. Damn. Probably should have got them to pay in advance.
Probably. But you didn't, so here we are.
I'll go, Captain.
Also, that implies they would have paid you in advance, but what do I know? Alright, location. There's to be used in the game menu. Can you use this for a quick map? Alright.
3 months without a chance to spend my pay. I'm sick of this goddamn war.
Well, you know, these things happen. Okay, create 10 exploding traps for a peeler. To make them exploding trap, go to bag menu, select exploding trap, and alright. And there goes all the cool stuff I just picked up.
That should do it. I'll give all these to Peeler. He'll figure it out.
Alright, and where is Peeler? Oh. You Peeler? Must be Peeler.
Hey, Peeler, give me a hand, will you? We've got to prepare the area before it gets overwhelmed with walking corpses. We need a little something to welcome our Deadwalker friends. Booby trap all the access points. And try not to blow yourself up.
Don't sweat it, I can handle it.
I'm not kidding. If you lose an arm, I'm the one who will get shit about it.
I thought he had the other guy do it. Why do I gotta do it? Alright, fine, I'll do it. Just, I don't know much about strategies, but this doesn't feel like a good place to be putting these. It kind of says we're just putting them out there in locations that would. What do I know?
The hodlers are here! Now!
Drive them back! We must hold the Esplanade!
The what? Warrior combat style, press R2 to parry, or to parry, and hold on to Just parry down! There we go.
Oh, shite! Here come more of them!
You know? I mean, I guess now the placement of these traps makes sense if they're like, just crawling over the walls here, but it feels like a lucky guess, if you ask me. Use the crossbow for range attacks. Can be used for the menu by pressing the shortcut that have assigned to it. The crossbow has been assigned to left trigger X. boy, more skeletons. Press lock on your adversary, attacks camera will be directed towards them. Alright, yeah. Standard camera controls. Break their guard. That's what I had been doing. Ow. I think those skeleton dudes right there aren't doing much, but just kind of like dancing in unison, and that's just kind of making me laugh. So I can hold on a button to auto-face the enemy is kind of bugging me, but
Fall back! Everybody to the table! No!
I'm guessing that's one of those juggernaut things you mentioned earlier. Oh boy. We got ghost skeletons.
Oh, crap. How they can walk through walls.
When parrying these ones, I don't know if it's just that they're hard to parry or I just suck. It's probably that I just suck, but still.
You go see how Buffalo is getting along with the scribes. He's meant to be guarding their invoking chamber.
Huh? But
Get out of here! And go find Pila for me while you're gone. I'll give you butt, Captain.
I don't
Right.
know what you mean by that.
You coming or what?
Combat style, a last second parry using your turn enables you to parry attacks and counterattack instantaneously. That's what I had been doing. But alright. Yay, refined metal.
Is everything okay, Buffalo?
As long as I can hear them mumbling, everything is okay. One of those dead things managed to get as far as here, but I killed it before it could interrupt them.
Awesome.
That's good news. The captain's holding the front entry, Hawk's on the west wing, I got the east. Got any idea where Peeler is?
I think I saw him over on the east side. You should find him if you head over there.
Alright, I'll go find Peeler again.
Hope he's still in one piece.
Probably not, but...
And, You might want to check inside the invoking room. We just came across some specters. Those things can go straight through walls, and they might get in there without asking you first.
Is that so?
Can open the door, and they're all going to be dead in there. Oh boy, a heal potion. Go that way. Ranger combat style is more active than the warrior style. The flavor is less powerful. They can be combat's right button or L button. Just jump backwards to dodge any attacks. Ah! Menu and use. Also, that's lowest. Ah! And I died. Awesome. Alright. Back here again. Alright, so after I get hit in the face. Ah! Ah, what the heck? Ow. Oh, come on, I parried the thing. Again. There. My game's glitched out here. Ah! That's why I am the greatest. I have a vague understanding of how to parry. Yeah, we'll just keep that one right there for now and just keep going. You know? Oh boy. To activate stealth, tactical menu, alright. I think I was supposed to do that, but... Ow. Once again. Ow. Oh, come on, I did the thing. We need to hold it down. Go this again. Increase when you surprise your enemies. Alright. Oh, you this time. Ow. All right, that was the game's fault. Ah, come on. I'm really not getting the timing of this whole parry thing down. I really need to. Alright. Back this again. You know what? There we go. Ah! Come on. Come on, that's just... Alright. Sweet, level 2. Level up. Making level. This is the skills menu, game menu, menu points. Awesome. We do that right now. Alright, Warrior Ranger. I mean, yeah. Slower. Yeah, what the heck? Alright, back to this. Alright, let's figure it out. What we got here? Go with that. Alright. Got those figured out. Level up figured out. More materials, go upgrade my daggers. Just did that. Remarkably easier that time. Upgrade my daggers. Raw metal. Alright. Is there? No, I'm curious. There's some stuff down below. And I was like, you know. And I can't get over there. All right. Wrong way.
I need some help here. There's too many of them, and I got this stupid scribe under my feet.
You, Scribe, get back in the chamber with the others. Can't protect you if you keep wandering around.
There.
Hey, thanks. Without you, I'm pretty sure that jerk would have gotten me killed.
No shit. Next time be more careful, okay? I talked with the captain. He wants to see you.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Level 3 already. Fast. All right. Healer. Buckler, sword, hammer, axe, daggers. All right. Okay, leather and some Hyath potions. Oh, God damn it. Ghost guy. Aha! Didn't expect that, did you? Oh boy. That was a big fat one. That's kind of slow. Let's see how you like to trap, huh? Level up again. And the big one's back. Ah! Let's go level up again. Game is just throwing levels at me. Let's bank some of these points.
This position is lost. Retreat.
Some of that
Everyone fall back to the invoking room,
better
and
stuff.
fast.
I don't remember where that is. I don't think he ever told me. Great, more of these guys. My witch instincts keep kicking in, and I keep wanting to, like, dodge out of the way with B, but that's just, knee people in the face. So that's definitely gonna be throwing me off. And you just know by the time I get used to it, like, then I'm gonna play The Witcher again, and it's just gonna be like throw me all off again. Ah. There we go. Take one more look down there, make absolutely sure there's nothing down there that I'm not missing, because I feel like I'm missing something down there. I feel like there was that area that I couldn't get to. Gip. It's on. Okay, flooding traps. Awesome. I think those guys are just going to keep coming, and I'm kind of okay with that. Wow. Oh yeah, definitely getting regeneration. Experience, or is this just futile of me? Let's see here. 470. And that gave me experience. Okay, so there's no point in me being down here. Alright, just wasting everybody's time. Alright. Well, now I just feel stupid. Alright then. So far, we've learned that there's a bunch of White Walkers out there with their undead army. And we're hired to stop them, I guess, with the ritual. That's about all we know. Not only powerful, the siege beast's fists and feet can destroy the most solid walls, and even the more impressively it keeps balance. Despite its crushing weight. Yeah.
Concentrate. We almost have it.
Well now, that must be the 5th time I heard him say that. This stupid
You just downstairs.
Too goddamn long. Oh shit, here come the hobblers.
If you had paid more attention, you didn't notice that. Did you forget how your legs work, lady? Get up!
You gonna be alright?
I'm fine. Worry about those dead walkers. Hey! Are you hurt, Buffalo?
For now, we just have to protect the crowd.
Got it, Sergeant. I'll keep the hobblers busy.
Did they just kill the commander? Oh crap, they did.
Something is wrong. The catalyzer shouldn't do that.
Oh. Oh boy. And I'm on fire. And I'm a demon now. Awesome. Oh, well, thank God that thing caught me.
Stay away from my daughter.
Ah, thank you, Exposition Man. Why did it do that?
Thy weakness be our downfall.
Why not? Oh, now a flame sword. Virus filled you. You can now use the power of flame. You're going to tactical menu. Orb of fire or burning weapon. Ow. Oh, come on. What killed me? It was the little guy, wasn't it? The little guy that I was trying to kill the whole time. The archer dude that I didn't see. Okay. Come on. It's blocking. Alright. Do this. Ah! Ah! Where did I just stab it? I can't tell. Okay, now, seriously, when it looked like I stabbed it earlier, and like tried to do it that first time, it didn't even look like it was like going into anything.
I'm burning!
Oh, that was fun.
What just... How did I do that?
With a sword?
Hey, Captain, I think it's time we talked about a promotion.
I agree.
We don't have time for this, Vulcan. We need to move out before the rest of them get here.
The passes are probably crawling with them already.
There's a passage to the other side of the mountain. It will lead us to the swamp.
I mean...
The swamp? That sounds fun. Hey, did anybody see what I just did to that huge fucking monster? I mean, seriously, I fried that thing. I saved our asses and you're all just, hey, what's for lunch?
You know, at least finally... I've been playing a lot of video games where I've killed a lot of giant beasts like that, and this is the first time anybody has ever actually acknowledged that fact. I mean, weren't you just like, you know, messing your pants earlier, talking about how, oh, you saw 3 of those take an entire town down? Now you just killed one single-handedly? Leshen goat dude. Yeah. Alright.
Thou didst flee.
From what?
What the?
Thou didst hold the power to face the necromancers, yet thou didst flee.
I had no choice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No choice. Hast thou even thought of choosing? Thou art fled like a thief, and hast left me, a shadow of myself, trapped here in this dark prison.
I don't.
I did not create this situation.
I don't know what that means.
I am not even sure I understand what has happened.
The hour for questions is past. Thou must act. It is I who will suffer for thy cowardice. I who will pay for thine fault. I who will face extinction. And if I must die, if the flame is extinguished, our world will die as well.
I will not let the flame die. I am in a war against these necromancers, and at last, I have the power to fight them.
What dost thou hope to accomplish in this ridiculous human shell? As it is now, it is useless to us. The flame is not a toy for mewing infants. It exists to reign. Its power must not be stolen from thee. We must reconquer the world heart as swiftly as we may.
Hey, Vulcan, enough of your daydreaming. Move your ass, huh?
Buffalo?
Vulcan, you hear me? Pull your finger out.
Finger out of what?
Huh? Yeah, I hear you. My head feels like a bomb went off in it.
Well, shake it off. We're still not at the end of this stinking swamp, and I'm not gonna carry you all the way to the village.
By the way, how come Hawk isn't the one here with me? He's the lead scout. I always go with him.
Hawk is covering the back of the line, so this time, I'm the one who goes with you. You'll get over it.
I don't know what that means.
Why do I get the feeling I'm under surveillance?
Well, you know, you got
You
possessed
think
by a demon
nobody
earlier and
noticed
killed the
your little
giant
stunt to the
fuck-off
temple?
monster.
Damn right we're watching you. Now shut your trap and keep an eye on our perimeter, while I keep an eye on you.
And while the captain has a nice chat about me with the Red Scribes.
It'll be a lot easier to talk to those two-faced snakes without you hanging around. Don't worry about it.
What?
I'll tell you what you need to know. And if he doesn't tell you, then I will.
Thanks, Sarge.
Let's get moving before everybody catches up.
You lot are about as discreet as a herd of hunchbacks.
Why is it that elves always have to say something like that?
I thought that elves were supposed to have superior eyesight. Do we look like stiffs to you, dickhead?
Not yet.
Kinda.
But with an arrow sticking out of your throat, I'm certain that even a chatterbox like you could do a passable impression.
I mean,
And you'd be the next one down.
yeah.
Possibly. Perhaps I should aim for the largest target first.
Not if you want to keep both your balls.
What have we here? Buffalo in person. Well, that's a good sign.
What's going on here? Who's the scrag with the pointy ears?
Thanks for noticing. I try to keep them sharp. I'm called Relmar, and I gather the red-faced fat belly with the filthy beard is none other than the famous Elric, leader of the Freeborn Blades.
They call me the captain.
All the Freeborn Blades call you Captain Elric. I have no doubt that they do. As for me, I've never had much interest in titles or in military protocol. I judge people by their deeds.
What?
His rank was granted in the field. You seem like you know enough about the Freeborn Blades to know what that means.
I have
Yeah,
enough knowledge of
but I
your
know.
history to know that your leader has made a name for himself. So, yes, call him what you will. The fact that he is your captain concerns only you and those availing themselves of your services.
That's enough. We're not going to stand here bullshitting all night. Just what the fuck are you doing here, Relmar, you horse-tongued bastard?
Looking for you. Well, I began by searching for the Red Scribes. Prince Arundel is wounded. We had to withdraw to Valvanor, where I learned that you were expected. I just wanted to make sure you found your way there.
This is not my first walk in the wilds, arsewipe. As you can see, I'm on the right path, and we've nearly reached our destination.
Captain,
I officially have no idea what's
those
going on in this
creatures I told
conversation.
you about this morning are gathering nearby. They're probably getting ready to attack us.
Ah, well, those are called chrysalids. They wait until they have gathered enough numbers, and then they overwhelm you. And it would seem your little group is attracting a whole swarm to the village.
Yay!
Well, we'll give them a welcome.
Actually, in spite of themselves, these creatures do an excellent job of keeping Deadwalker scouts away without raising any suspicions. If we allow them to gather here and then massacre them, I fear we'll be moving their territory a bit too close to Valvanor, which will lead to our being discovered sooner or later. I suggest we send 1 or 2 men back. This will keep them separated and occupied while the rest make it to the village. I'm ready to volunteer, if you fear I might try and slip away. I know the area well.
Sounds like a plan to me. Vulcan, you're on it.
I want to go too. The animals and plants in this swamp are extraordinary. And the venom of these chrysalids seems very interesting. I'd love to get a chance to observe them more closely.
Sybil, that is out of the question. Have you lost your mind?
Weird.
It's
But
too dangerous.
Come on, let her off the leash. It'll be good for her. I promise I'll bring her back in one piece.
Vulcan, rule number 2.
We'll see you at the village.
Sybil!
See you later.
What does that mean? Rule number 2. Unlock the pyromancy skill tree. Awesome! So what we got here? Fireball. Guardian Flames. Well, that'd be good to have some regeneration. Alright. Alright.
They're all around us. I have to make a note on it.
Oh! Fighting those things was slightly annoying. Should have saved all those points from earlier. Could have used them there. Alright. Here. Ooh, more health regeneration. Let's go for that. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot going on here. That vampire lady that we wiped on in Celeste trying to get to the necromancy gem. I managed to... Yay! Always good if you can go ahead and do something like that. Well then, I guess I got one serious question then on your playthrough for Celeste. Who'd you give the crown to?
This swamp is teeming with life. I can't wait to discover all the species that live here. There is so much.
Trying to help you remember to adapt to their attitude. Combat needs LB, then right trigger. Huh. Alright. Oh, the wizard, huh? I can see that. I mean, in our playthrough, I was going to suggest giving to the wizard until I realized, well, I should probably take it because I'm like, you know, the most experienced and know how to use it better, so I didn't.
I thought that nature had taken over again here in the swamp, but I sense there is something else.
Hey. That was terrifying. Turning my head there. On down here.
I don't think this is the right direction.
So you wanted to observe the monsters and get their poison or something?
Told me a lot about you.
Really? He's normally not much of a talker. Did you torture him or something?
No, I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I just think he has a lot of perspective.
You know, she keeps casting those spells, and it sounds like the monster making that attack, so it kind of puts me on edge every time she does it. Whatever. All right. Oh god! Yeah, that sucked. As soon as I got around, I was like, yeah, I'm dead. Fight went a lot better that time. For the life of me, I couldn't tell you what different strategy I used there. One more level. Should have already gotten you, but I was an idiot and wasn't thinking. Weird. Right. Don't cast spells behind your allies because it'll just hit them in the face and fizzle out. Good to know. Way to go either. Really? Well, no, not to jump down.
I hear they call you Vulcan. Why is that?
Look, all us freeborn blades have a nickname. We leave the past behind, and whatever we were before doesn't matter in the company. So what do you do now? Oh, you know, I blow things up.
I do?
It's amazing you have no records of these animals.
Really is. To consider the amount of frequency that I'm encountering these things, you figure somebody else would have encountered them by now.
Hey, this guy's fucking fearless. Let's help him out before it goes bad for him.
Alright. Alright, more experience is mine. you. Awesome. Now we're on top of it.
Despite his determination, the knight was in an awkward position.
Well, yeah, I mean, once you get a vampire in the sunlight, that's all she wrote.
If he can trust the rumors that he hears around the village, he has before
I
him
guess they could have not lived to tell about these things, but like I feel like the amount of them out there.
And you are?
The knight is called Ranva, last survivor of the Order of the Ember Knights.
All right.
Protector of Valvenor, this village.
Especially considering there's a village right next to this swamp that these things live in. You got to imagine one guy would have seen a giant floaty balloon spider monster and been like, I want no part of that, and gotten out of there. That's always good.
This is Valvenor. It is not a beautiful place, but for the time being, it seems to be unknown to the Deadwalker army. This village has known better days. Before the war, it was popular among the rich hunters who came to enjoy the ample game in the swamps. Today, the only visitors are refugees, who are sadly too numerous for the scant resources of the village. A small healing house provides comfort and succor to the injured. The knight is quite fond of Mirana, the healer who runs the place.
Awesome.
Does the mercenary see the building opposite? It was once an inn, but it is now the residence of the steward, the man now in charge of the village.
This is a very large inn, considering the size of the village. There must have been many visitors before the war.
With any luck, we might get to sleep in a real bed tonight.
Is that the end in front of us?
How come you talk that way? Always in the third person.
The way people speak is different from one place to another. And I am from another place.
I mean...
The knight's people are a warrior tribe from Alganar. And he is proud of them.
Alright, fair enough. You answered my question straightforward. Thank you for that.
Where can I find the steward?
As the knight said, the steward is in the old inn, the big building in the middle of the village.
Awesome.
What does the steward want with me?
Well, you're an accomplished mercenary.
The services of the freeborn blades to the steward. The steward must have orders for the mercenary.
Shit. I'm gonna get stuck being this guy's errand girl. Fuck. I knew I should have come with the rest of the company.
I mean, yeah.
What can you tell me about this backwater town?
This village is a modest one, and its reserves are almost gone. Its only strength is its isolation in these swamps, but that is also its greatest weakness.
I already figured it was some kind of shithole.
That the refugees and the villagers must live
what does that
together
mean?
is difficult, and the situation is worsened by there not being enough food. The swamp offers protection against the Deadwalkers, but it also harbors many dangers. Its creatures often attack the village. When the knight and the elf are not there to defend the walls, the watch often leave them unguarded, shameless.
Alright.
I'm going.
explore this town. Is there anything we can steal?
You okay?
Alright, that was a good conversation. Thanks for that.
Good day to you, soldier. I do believe that today is your lucky day.
And how do you figure that?
Really? Well then, what are you gonna try to sell me?
Sell? Oh, now you're trying to make me feel bad. No, unfortunately I have nothing left to sell. Other than some first-hand information that will surely be of use.
Why are we having this conversation if you're not selling
Information?
anything?
What information?
Hey, you know what? Some kind of reward would be appreciated. It's just that with the war, we have so little left.
Here, take this. What do you got?
Apparently, the Red Scribes have found a way to win the war. They found someone capable of breathing fire, who's gonna burn up the Ice Lords just by looking at them.
I don't believe it. You took my money for that? You fucking with me?
I swear, it's true. Please, we're starving.
I'll let it slide this time. But don't you ever try to rip me off again unless you want to start peeing in a bag.
That sounded ominous.
I wanted to ask you. Have you ever met the steward?
He came to see the refugees several times, but I never spoke to him. I got the impression he couldn't stand us. He's the boss and we're the little people, see?
That makes sense.
The life of a refugee can't be easy.
I've been a refugee for years. 5 to be exact. All these years on the road. And believe me, it's never easy. But this village is a pretty good place. The healing house gives us food most of the time, and we're safe. That's not bad.
How are things going with the guards?
Oh, we don't see them too much around here. They're basically here to
Why
guard
not?
the village. They don't give a shit about the refugees, so they keep their distance. I hope for the steward's sake that he's not counting too much on them to keep him safe. I've seen lots of soldiers on the road, but as useless as them, never.
Well, that just sounds ominous.
I wanted to... Right, I'm...
Alright then. I hoped that guy was going to sell me something.
Oh there, Powder Woman. You still didn't manage to blow yourself up?
I mean...
Pretty quiet around here, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah. Too quiet for my taste. Do you really imagine the Deadwalkers are going to forget about this place just because this swamp is dangerous?
No, but it'll slow them down, and maybe we'll see them coming.
Ha! You can bet your ass they're already here. There's something in the air that stinks, and I don't mean the locals either. I feel like the Ice Lords are watching us. Right now.
That's not good.
Pretty quiet around here, huh?
Yeah. Too quiet for my taste. Do you really imagine the Deadwalkers are going to forget about this place just because this swamp is dangerous?
No, but it'll slow them down, and maybe we'll see them coming.
Ha! You can bet your ass they're already here. There's something in the air that stinks, and I don't mean the locals either. I feel like the Ice Lords are watching us. Right now.
Well. Conversation was so nice I had to have it twice. Alright.
I have a few questions for you. How are the blades holding up?
We left some blood on the stones in the temple, but most of the company got away all right. But if we don't get some new recruits,
well, yeah,
soon,
killed that 20-foot tall monster.
The captain has sent some men ahead to corral this. I hope they manage to pick up a few recruits, and they're not too scabby.
Isn't there anybody in this village worth recruiting?
See for yourself. There isn't a single man amongst the guards or the refugees that knows which end of a sword you're supposed to hold. We'll just have to wait. And be careful.
I mean...
So you made it out of the temple then?
I did. I suppose my time's not up yet. I guess that'll cause more gossip amongst the youngsters. The eternal survivor. My balls. There are some days when I wish it would be over.
Yeah, right. You're gonna outlive all of us.
He's gonna die.
Do you think we can
He's
win
just
against
2
the
days to
Deadwalker
retirement,
army?
too.
Against the Deadwalker army? No chance. Now, the Ice Lords. That's another question.
What do you mean?
Only that sometimes you have to try to chop off the head, you know? That bunch of walking corpses wouldn't be any trouble at all if there was no one to guide them.
I guess you're right. But I don't think that makes the task any easier.
Sure it does.
There was a time way back, you know, when there were so many of us in the company, several hundred, that the captain decided to delegate. So he chose 2 lieutenants. Those 2 assholes fought over how to share out the men for weeks. They both wanted to take the best men for their group. And the result? We had our asses handed to us by an army that was hardly more numerous than we were. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the Deadwalkers are just the same. You've got 7 bosses, and each one of them wants to control everything.
So, if we could pit them against each other...
Now you're thinking straight. I don't know how we could do it, but I'm sure that it's possible.
Well, I mean...
Seal
Alright. Talking to those guys felt kind of useless. See what this time thing is, then I suppose I'll go see what this guy wants from me. Yeah. I was gonna wait until morning. Alright, let's see what this guy wants.
Yeah, who are you? One of them fucking mercenaries, right?
Yeah.
Fucking mercenary, yeah. Sounds about right.
You know what I call your lot? Ore blades. I got no time for ores.
Maybe if you were to do something about your bad breath, the whores would let you get close to them, you know? I'm just saying.
Go fuck yourself, ore blade.
Alright. He seems like such a nice guy. You have anything to say, you're just gonna yell at me too.
You're not pissing blood, you're not vomiting your guts out. Both legs are in place and they seem to be holding you upright. Congratulations. It looks like you'll pull through. And now you'll excuse me, but I have other miracles to accomplish, and not much time to devote to people in your condition.
Take it easy there, Doc. I'm with the Freeborn Blades. I'm not one of your refugees.
You could be Blackstorm himself for all I care. Now get out of my way, I have things to do.
Such a town of such lovely people that just seem so happy to see me too.
Here we go. Another one of these hick refugees. There's nothing for you here.
All right in.
Call me a hick one more time, and I'll be using your face as an anvil.
Let's all remain calm, shall we?
Nope.
Please forgive my error. With all
Too
this
late.
commotion and all the thankless tasks I find myself confronted with, I often find my attention to detail slips. So, what can I do for you?
Show me what you have for
I'm in
sale.
a store. All right.
Gold. So vulgar to work with. So wonderful to own.
I guess. All right. The Impaler. That just sounds awesome. Pain. Iron grip. That's cool as the Impaler. Crafting. Crap. I gave all of my gold to that idiot on the outside. Great. Can't buy anything. Well. Nope, I feel dumb now.
Is our best defense. Happily, the wildlife are just as keen on attacking the Deadwalkers as they are the villagers. But the situation here in Valvanor grows worse daily. And each new wave of refugees increases the risk of drawing unwanted attention to this jungle.
No Ice Lord scouts who find this village will ever escape to tell the tale. Of that, I can assure you. Also, my men are reinforcing your defenses. Forgive me for saying, but you have some serious weak points. Especially the defenses around that refugee camp of yours.
The arrival of the Freeborn Blades and the Red Scribes has greatly improved our chances of survival, Captain. Believe me when I say that we are most grateful to have you with us. Needless to say, your men and the Red Scribes are welcome and free to go where they will.
That wasn't
But as for any other newcomers, our gates are closed. You must understand that our food stores are as limited as our abilities to defend our village. Until you arrived, we had but one person who was even vaguely capable of treating our injured. And the case of Prince Orendil was completely beyond her skills. And there is this beast story. Doubtless another fairy tale, the fruit of an alcohol-addled brain. Nonetheless, several of the Watch have gone missing. Something hidden in these swamps is causing these disappearances, but we cannot risk sacrificing any more of the few men remaining to us on sending patrols. Large groups entail moving chrysalids that are unmanageable. The others, quite simply, do not return.
Silence.
If I were to listen to everyone, I would need 10 times the number of men I have to verify the truth of every tale.
Enough! You must aid me to do this. I am not able to do that. Your endless wailings are unbearable.
In the name of
Vulcan?
But by the gods, man, what is...
This world is condemned. The cold hath invaded its ground, its souls, and its heart. Yet here you stand, waving your limbs like fish taken from the water. Miserably shuffling about to conserve the illusion of warmth and life, and not feel the passing of your last breath, while I must endure your wailings and lamentations.
Yeah.
Vulcan, stop this nonsense immediately.
It is not she who speaks.
How do you know that?
Fall to ruin about you, yet you still bewail your loose bowels and vomitings. You cannot vanquish your dead walkers. No more than you can vanquish their necromancer masters. They draw their power from the very heart of the world. They drink it. They suckle it dry. Your only chance to cleanse what your own hath corrupted is to go to the World Heart and liberate it from its servitude.
The World Heart is a myth, a forgotten fairy tale, no more real than dragons or dwarves.
A myth? Continue hiding behind thy puny barricades, and thou wilt soon join thy myths and fairy tales.
Dragons and... Why do I think I'm going to encounter both of those in this game?
Cease your pretense. I know you have returned to consciousness.
What the hell happened? I was just listening to the steward blabbing away with the captain, and then...
And then you lost control.
What?
I don't know. It's like something in my head zapped me so it could use my mouth. But I was still there. Still thinking what I was saying.
This is not the first time you have felt this presence manifest itself.
What do you mean?
No. It's been there since the temple. It's also in my dreams. I think.
Interesting. It would seem that your body is host to some other entity. And it is clearly a spirit of fire.
No kidding. I've got a demon in my head.
Yay!
Something of the kind. In truth, I could not say what it is. Not yet, at least.
Don't make me laugh. After all, it's you and your disciples that let this thing out of its cage, right?
That has nothing to do with it. Do you have any idea of the implications of this incident?
No. Why don't you tell me? Or just be weird and cryptic and don't tell me anything at all. Get rid of
What?
video game out there.
Just because I said some weird shit? Believe me, it's not the first time that's happened.
Obviously, you haven't understood. The thing that is inside you, it wishes you ill. There is not enough space inside you for two souls. That demon wants your body. It will control you more and more until it has replaced you completely.
Ha! Thou thinkest I crave the body of a mortal? I am a prisoner here. My place is in the World Heart.
It will not hesitate to lie to you, to tell you that which you wish to hear, so that you will allow it to consume you.
I never asked for this cage. I never asked to be forced to hear thy every thought. It is I who have been invaded.
Oh, Jesus.
To you? Do not listen to it.
I would feel sorry for anything that would force to hear my every thought.
It will crush your soul.
There are far too many of them
take
up there
it easy,
that are
one at a time,
not worth
huh?
it.
I'm gonna go take a walk.
Alright.
Miss Vulcan.
Yo.
What brings you here?
The captain wants me to help your village. You got a job I can do?
With our shortages of food and fighting men, our worn-out equipment and the growing lines at the healing house,
Take care of that beast you were talking about earlier.
Deny our village is sorely in need of help. Sadly, I fear that these are not the sort of problems you are used to dealing with, unless I'm much mistaken.
Maybe I'll surprise you. So what's the problem with the healing house?
Quite simply, Mirana cannot keep up. She spends every waking minute giving out supplies to the refugees and refuses to admit that she cannot help everyone. She thinks she's fooling me. I have heard rumors that her food stock is running low. Unsurprisingly, the crowds outside are becoming restless. I believe they wish to continue handing out our food reserves as though they were unlimited. This is not the case, and thus, it is not an option.
So, you want someone to put her down?
Why, I never suggested any such thing. I just wish she would see reason, for all our sakes. But I have asked nothing of you. I was merely answering your question.
Alright, so you don't want me to kill her then, gotcha.
Your sentries, how can I put this? At first I thought they were disobeying orders. Now I think maybe they don't even understand them. If you're stupid and incompetent, you should be digging turnips, not taking care of security.
You're beginning to worry me. Is it really that bad?
Are you kidding me? The state of their weapons is enough to make you cry. Maybe they'd be good for splitting logs.
Personally, I'm not capable of judging the aptitude of our sentries, but their poor results speak for themselves. Doubtless, you should share your observations with Mason, the chief of the watch. I should warn you, however, that he is of a somewhat stubborn nature.
Wouldn't be the first I've seen. I need the reports about this beast that attacked the villagers.
I fear I am unable to be of help. I'm still not entirely convinced that it even exists. All I know is that several villagers have vanished. One villager is at present in the doctor's care, following a supposed encounter with the said beast. These swamps are crawling with dangers. There is nothing to suggest anything out of the ordinary.
Really?
The refugees are always inventing horror stories in an attempt to force us to open our gates and let them inside.
It might be worth checking out. You said you lost one of your patrols, right?
That is so. You should speak with Randval. He was most anxious to go out and hunt the beast down, but we needed him here. Now that we have more able bodies to guard our gates, I imagine he would be keen to pick up the scent once more.
I need the reports about the...
All I know is that several villagers have... These swamps are the refuge...
It might be worth...
That is so. Now that we...
We'll talk again.
The Order of the Freeborn Blades is of great repute, and the mercenary does honor to its name.
What?
The mercenary's powers are both astonishing and fascinating. The knight would like to duel with the mercenary, that he may judge the mercenary's strength.
Alright.
Sure. I never turned down a good fight. But maybe we should take it outside. We don't want to break everything in here, do we?
The knight is honored and bows to his adversary's wisdom.
Wait for me here, Sybil. I won't be long.
It hopes that his adversary will not hold back her blows.
Oh, you can count on it.
And just like that, I died. Let's try that again. Ow. Ow. Alright. I think it was a mistake to pick up this mission. Ow.
knight has never before battled an adversary with such power. And he believes that she could be that which is needed to change the course of this war.
You fight pretty good yourself. Where'd you learn your moves? I can't believe you learned to fight like that in this backwater.
The knight has traveled far and fought many battles. He has only lived in this village for a short time.
Like you mentioned earlier, but I guess I was the only one paying attention on that one.
What are you doing in the middle of these swamps when you could be making a difference on the battlefield?
The knight has fought a great many battles, but he feels he can be more useful protecting those who have nothing left.
I have to go. I'm glad we could test each other's mettle. It was fun.
Before his adversary rushes off to fight other battles, the knight has a question for him.
What?
He wishes to know if the freeborn blades would like him to join them.
I'm not the one who decides who joins the company, but I can ask the captain for you.
He has thought long on it and wishes it would be so.
Well, that's great. I'll ask him, but I can't promise you anything.
Alright. All sorts of quests I can do now. Use the bag menu in order to attain food quality ingredients. Ah. Cool. Something for a level up here. Alright. Well, look at that. All right then.
Haven't you anything better to do than bother me?
Hang
Not
on
really.
a sec. The steward himself sent me here to give you a hand.
Wonderful. I've been after him for months to get me some help, and he sends me an armed ape. You practice medicine, I presume? Your tools seem rather barbaric.
The tools are fine. That's not to say I don't get a little barbaric sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Believe me, I've already used them to do a little surgery on a few evil tongues, and nobody ever complained once.
So be it. If you're as gifted as that, I guess I have nothing to lose. In fact, there is something that you could doubtless do for me. I'm worried about my assistant Haman. I haven't seen him for a while now, and I fear he might have gone into the swamps to look for the plants I need. We're forced to venture further and further in to find the plants we need. With all that's been going on lately, I forbade him from going back out alone, but the boy is nothing if not stubborn.
Ah, stubborn? Yeah, hate people like that.
Please find him. He's a good boy. He's done nothing but help others since he arrived. Without him, the House of Healing would be a house of death.
If I'm gonna go slogging through the swamps anyway, might as well take a look around and try to bring back the plants you need too, right?
I agree.
Got any drawings or descriptions?
Yes, that's a good idea. I would be grateful to you. But above all, try to bring back my assistant Heyman in one piece. He is your priority. For the rest, basically, I need food, medicinal herbs, and of course, I wouldn't say no to a few pre-prepared potions. All of our stock seems to disappear so quickly. I'll give you the parchment that I made for Heyman to help you recognize the specimens I need. He knows them by heart now, after so many trips.
Right. Plants, potions, chow, and one assistant. If I come across some elven tea, would you like a cup of that too?
That would be lovely.
I'd like to see what you have.
Alright. Tainted items, none of which I can afford. The ability to interrupt represents the physical power of your attacks. The higher you most likely use your attacks to interrupt attacks. Alright. Hey, tell me about the evil beast.
Out, or should I just put my boot in your arse? Clear off!
Would you just shut your stupid mouth for 2 seconds, please? The steward sent me here to help you.
Oh, that's all I need. Don't he think I got enough on my plate? Now he sends me some ore blade from God's know where. Hey, as long as it ain't me is paying for you, hey? You want to help? Knock yourself out. I warn you, there's plenty to do.
Get to the point before I set a torch to your breath.
All right, take it easy. No need to get nasty, eh? You want to help? Yes or no?
Keep talking.
Yeah.
Well, for a start, you could try and find one of my patrols that's gone missing. At first, I thought maybe one of those half-wits was sleeping it off under a tree somewhere. But it's been a while now. Maybe something bad happened to him in the swamp.
I guess I could go back and check.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. After that, well, I suppose a pro like you, I guess it would be useful helping out the sentries. It won't be luxury. I don't know if you've seen what we're supposed to fight with, but wow, if you can have a word with your quartermaster to see what he can do for my lads, you have my blessing.
The benediction of a drunk. Better and better.
It's what all us fucking mercenaries dream of. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Right, we may be living in the arsehole of Virtue, but being armed like a bunch of tramps we can do without.
Alright.
And while you're at it, when you've been to the forge, you'll probably feel like letting off steam a bit.
I think the guy's armor is kind of cool.
My lads.
What do you mean?
Kick their arses so they can't sit
All
down and get drunk instead of patrolling. And show them a couple of tricks while you're at it. A bit of training. Couldn't do no harm.
I think I could, but alright.
Your men can't afford to keep their thumbs in their asses. It's time to teach them how to use those weapons.
Knock yourself out, Payblade. I'll go and shake them awake.
Alrighty then. Well, this was a rather enjoyable time. We'll definitely have to play. Definitely think I'm going to enjoy this playthrough. It was kind of hesitant since I put this game down for what, 6 years at this point? I don't know. But yeah, we'll be playing more of this next time, and we'll have to see where it goes. Thank you all so much for stopping in, and until next time.